Episode 26 of Wine, Music, and Games is here now. We got a little rosé, we got an awesome band from the early 2000s, and a brand new game that's another draw and draw. That's what's coming at you. So how you doing, Honey Bunch?
I'm doing very well. How are you, dear?
I'm doing fantastic, yes.
Good.
It is we are making it through. When we are recording this, we have about 4.5 weeks of school left. So when you're hearing this, though, we have even less. So, my goodness, we're getting close to summer, and we are really looking forward to that. But what do we have for a good summer-esque wine
Thank you for pointing that out, because this does tend to be one of my favorite things to drink in the summer.
Yes.
It is a beautiful rosé by Adelsheim, and it's made with the Pinot Noir grape. And we tend to love Grenache.
Yes.
But this one is so good.
Yes,
I
definitely.
think right now, and we drink a lot of rosé, it is my favorite one
Really?
right now. It's really delicious.
Your favorite?
For right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
shocked.
I will have
Grenache Rosé or Garnacha Rosé. That's like our go-to.
That is my go-to. But
And
this
there have
one
been
is
some Pinots
so delicious. It's very reasonably priced. It's about $16. You can buy it at Costco. I think the label is quite beautiful. We've had, this is a Pinot Noir or winery from Willamette Valley.
Willamette Valley, yeah.
Willamette Valley?
I think it's Willamette.
Oh,
but that's okay. It's all right.
They are really known for their
Oregon.
Pinot Noir grapes,
Yes,
and
all through the
and
valley.
we have loved their Pinots before. They're delicious. We have actually saved one of the bottles because it also has a beautiful label. It's very different than this one. Has like a drawing of a girl on it. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really nice to drink wine that is a beautiful color. The label is gorgeous. It is delicious for summer.
It is very delicious.
Yeah. So if you like something a little chilled, this is really highly recommended.
Remember that, I like wine and I like the taste of wine.
You like
Shelley
wine a
is
lot.
a super smeller and a super taster. So
This tastes super good and tastes and it smells very nice. I definitely recommend it.
All right, some music to go along with this. This is one of those bands that I discovered and just took a huge liking to the point where they were, when we were able to see concerts, there was a conflict with being able to see them here in the Bay Area. So we actually lucked into a situation where we got very cheap airfare and we flew to Vegas to see this band. And that is Snow Patrol. This is their album 100 Million Suns. And this was actually the first album that I was exposed to. I had heard Chasing Cars, which is on the previous album. But I love this album because of some of its progressive elements, if you will. There are, the song Disaster Button and Engines and such, they build and they change and they mesh, and he's a romantic.
Yes,
and
very romantic music.
The lyrics are gorgeous, and I just really, really love this band. Shelley initially was not a huge fan because she found them a little repetitious.
Sometimes there is some repetition of the lyrics that happens again and again, but that is also beautiful too, right? It's not like annoyingly repetitious, but at times I was kind of like, oh, okay. But now I've grown to appreciate them quite a bit.
Remember, and I don't know if we've brought this up before, but the bane of Shelley's existence musically is "Oh Superman" by Laurie Anderson, and exactly. So that repetition, not good, right?
No,
I like that album, but that's to each their own. So Snow Patrol's 100 Million Suns. All right, and the game is a new one that we just got, and it's hefty because it has huge sheets of paper in it. And this is Hadrian's Wall. This is from Garphill Games. So the guys who did, the Shem Phillips games of Viscounts of the West Kingdom and all of those such. Renegade Game Studio. 1 to 6 players here. And let's be honest, this is basically 1 to, whatever, because it's solitaire. Okay?
Yeah, it's very
It really is very solitary. What is cool, and after our first play of it where we were a little bit shaky on it, is that you do actually collect resources based on cards that you draw. And you have, I'm just going to get
different
this out
color
real quick.
workers that can do different things.
Not just
yeah.
one thick pad, but two thick
and you need
pads.
both of them to
and
play.
you need both of them to play. And so you're playing over 6 rounds and drawing a card into your own area, as well as a common card that that has resources on it that everybody's taking stuff off of. There's a 1 and 2 player variant where you use a deck of a ghost player. But I played it now.
But that didn't interfere at all,
No, not
because
at
that's
all.
just flipping over a card, so you can use potentially
resources on
one component on it. That's
right,
it. So.
Exactly. So actually 2 components, because you've got the trade goods and you also have the scouts, which is a Tetris thing. It's
which you did, and I only did the trade goods
Yeah,
parts.
it's everything plus the kitchen sink thrown into this one. I've now played it 3 times solo, as well as the couple times that Shell and I played it, and I like it. There's still things that I could be exploring on it. For example, there's a whole gladiators side that
we didn't.
I haven't tried that, and
yeah.
I might want to try that. But I like it. I don't love it, but it's a really interesting game. And if you like roll and writes or draw and draws, Hadrian's Wall, 1 to 6 players. Very solitary, so that if you're not into that's something to. And Bobby Hill is the designer from Garphill Games and Renegade Game Studios.
So if you like Ganshan Clever, but you just wish it was much more elaborate, where you could jump and hop to many more places, like you go here, it lets you to go to this other part, and then you get to mark off a track here, and that constant jumping around. Then this game has that all over it. Yeah.
Okay. So those are our 3 things. Shelley, the wine is again?
It's by Adelsheim, and it's from, I think it's a Willamette Valley, but I don't know.
I think you did it right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
From up in Oregon.
And
Rosé of Pinot Noir, as well as the music, Snow Patrol's 100 Million Suns. This is such a beautiful album.
Beautiful.
If you haven't listened to it in a while, take it off your shelf and listen to it. And finally, Hadrian's Wall from Bobby Hill and Renegade Game Studios and Garphill Games. Solid titles all around. Great stuff to listen to, great stuff to drink, and fun games to play. We hope you're having fun watching these. Remember to subscribe down below, hit the bell so you're notified when we put these up about every Tuesday of the week. And of course, GarrettsGames.com if you want to listen to our audio podcast, which we've been doing for, a millennia or 2. I think we are now up to 775 episodes. So you've got some back catalog that you can do to listen to there, okay? All right, that'll do it for this week. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week. Bye.